Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2 here on RawSlowGaming and some chart reading, or well, what should we call it? Well, that's pretty much what your view are right now anyway. We start off last episode somewhere around here, and then we built our beautiful line to Backe, and then well, I let it play a little while after that, pretty much just building up the same amount of money as we had last time around and see if that line worked out or not. That means we do have a higher revenue on average, but it means that we have some bad years, a couple of, well, in certain time periods. As you see here, we had one here, and one here, and we have had one or two bad periods after that, pretty much, and that's due to our main train running from Falköping all the way to Backe, and this journey takes quite the time to do. So some time periods it's just too bad, really. What we will do here, though, straight away, as you saw, we have been getting forward a bit in time, as you saw on the charts, and also as you see on the date. It's now 1859. So what we can do and will do is buy a better train, or we have gotten a few more trains, and one train that is would possibly gain a lot of profit is our food production run. But the train is just too bad, too slow, and a lot of things. So that's what we're likely to do here first, try to improve that train as much as possible. What you didn't see here, though, is we have around 3.5 million in the bank, so we will loan 2 million, and we'll see if that's enough to manage this replacing this vehicle. So as said, we have some new trains. We have the Russian class D type 1 and the general. Now the general and the Russian class D type is each pretty damn similar. The real difference is the lifespan, and on that is the Russian class D type is much better, or higher lifespan of 12 years versus 7 years on the general, and also the top speed is much higher for the Russian T class type T. The tractive effort is lower, though, which is not that great, but this is the one we will go with, and we will go with cargo wagons. What do we need? So we'll still go with the small ones because, well, they are just better overall. Or are they? Not really, actually. The same thing is there with the lifespan, so we'll go with the bigger ones. And this is for food, so this is boxcar. Yeah, so we should do, let's do, so that covers 21. That's almost double than we have currently. And then we need some gondola cars. Yeah. So we'll do the same there. Big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we are at mediocre here, but that should be alright. And for high slopes, it's not enough power. And I think we are pretty much at that for the start, but this is what we'll do. Nonetheless, I really think this is what we need to do. So we'll replace this for around 2 cold million, and that unfortunately will leave us with not that much money to do much more. But hopefully it will make this train also much faster and much more profitable, and will make this food run to Serna getting supplied a lot better also, and which in turns will increase the size of Cerna and to our surrounding cities hopefully as well. We do have quite a lot of people waiting on the Falköping Backe line on both directions, which is nice. We have the plane, it's not a plane, the train coming from Falköping here, and as you see, this is on a massive profit this year. As you see, it had 2 really bad time periods, but when it has a good time period, it's really killing it. So overall, it have increased since we did change it around. Let's see here. So how fast are you doing? You're doing 28 out of the station, but you have a full load of 42, so that's nice, and you should be able to reach 55. Definitely going downhill here, but it's such a short run, so it's going to stop before it reaches its top speed, and also I think it might be capped from the goods wagons at 40. So we'll see here if it reaches 55 or it caps at 40 as first thing, and we should follow it. Let's see here, 40, is it? No, reaching 42. 43, so we'll see here where we cap. So this is actually not really downhill. Looking at the scenery, at least 45. Can we go even faster? That would be nice. Yeah, 46. And we do see here us coming down towards the station. I don't think we'll reach 55 before the end of the station. But still, I think this will be tremendous improvement in terms of, well, distribution, of course, or getting flour or wheat, I guess, to the factory so it can produce bread. And we hit 50 kilometers per hour just before the station, so that's all right. This time around we will not have a full load here, but that's fine. What is really good there is us hitting 240k on that run, so that's nice. And loading up 12 out of a possible 21 food there. Now the real question is, how well will it go up the hill here? I'm not really sure what the speed the train were able to do going uphill before, but as I said, this is the real test. Will it slow down, or will it be able to keep accelerating here, going uphill for this little bit? So I would say it's dropping. Yeah, it's dropping. But if we can keep it around 20, that would be great. 22. So of course now only almost two wagons is loaded. So it's not really at the capacity it will be, but we do stay there at 20 or so kilometers per hour. So that is pretty huge actually. Now, we saw some stone quarry. Where did we see stone? Here we saw stone. So next up, we really want to sort of do another goods situation, or a resource, I guess. But I don't really think that we are going to be able to do that. Unfortunately, we have poor emission here. That's new for this game, really. How are we measuring that? Yeah, so emission from the trains, of course, pretty bad. but I don't see how else you would do it. Average, yeah, current. All right, yeah. So how is this the average? It seems worse than it should be here, but I guess it's due to us getting in here with the yeah, but we have all this going around, round, so I do understand it. It's just a little bit of a surprise. So how much will this actually bring in? Our freight train getting back here to the food delivery position. This wasn't full though, so remember that. 70k, but it can load like double that at least. So how are the lines doing? Fall shopping, Bucky is doing 400k of profit. The food production is doing 230k, and Big Dio to Sarna is doing 132k. Are you full? No, not really. 33. Sarna Big Dio, you're going to be full on the way back though, so that's good. We have only 7 waiting really, which is not that great. And you're not really getting bigger. So we did line you up to go further. And now the question is, will we, I said, try to go further with our train network, or are we going to try and do something with goods? Not too sure what we will do if we were going to do with goods. Kind of want to set that up, getting in, yeah, this is what I wanted to do, quarry. So we got the quarry here, and well, construction there, and we got the same over here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here and there. So what to do? What to do? So construction. No one here is really needing construction though. No, not the case. So I should be doing something here. Now I can't really connect this to that in a cheap way and also not use my current network, so to say. So really, yeah, I really need to know all the commodities chains, so to say, and I don't know them basically. So that's why. So maybe what we should do is just keep on our journey here with cities. So Big Dio, I guess you could go to Malmö or Junosando. Junosando is really small, so I guess Malmö would be the place to extend to. But that wouldn't really line up with our main line that is supposed to go up to Junosando, Hammarstrand, Djurkvarn and Brunflo as closing a line. And yeah, what are we going to do? What we could do is do Backe, Malmö maybe, but that feels like it's such a long way. So do we have 4 left here? We should be enough there to get that around. We might need more cargo cargo vehicles there. So thrilling episode so far. Me talking about doing something and not really knowing what to do and not really doing anything. But that's just the way how it is at the moment. And also you have the cash trouble. We are only having 2 million, so as you saw there, replacing our train and actually getting in a little bit for the train cost us 2 million. And I'm not really sure what to do next. And as you understand, everything costs quite a lot for us at this stage. Kind of would like to replace this train, also going back faster for the Falköping Backe line. But we can't just go replace everything just yet, and that won't do as much good also. So here we could do some run, maybe smart mode, but yeah, as said, I'm really not too sure what to do, what to connect. This is sort of on our run, so we could truck it over. We could be saying that this is on our in a bridge maybe, and say that it is on our network. Let's actually check that out, how much a bridge would cost between the sides here. So, alright, so this is actually a bridge. No, it's not. There we go, that's a bridge. Alright, and yeah. So, not really viable. And I don't really think we have the proper cash for doing a boat trip there in between there. But then again, to get that to any good place, we need to boat it to Backe, and we would need to set the harbor up there and then truck it into Backe, which is not really ideal either. So I'm not really feeling that option at the moment. I'm sorry for my camera work. It's not great at all. And yeah, what to do. So are we going to struggle now? Yeah, disappearing. So we might be struggling there a little bit. Yeah, I think we need to add in one more truck here, at least for our food transfer. So let's do that. Easy thing to do. And it's the Asian horse we have, correct? I do believe it is. Yeah, it's the one with the longest lifespan. Let's have you in food distribution. So Timrå, Jukkasjärvi, Halmstad is a line that we could do also. But I don't really want to do lines. I want to do a production chain to supply like Bygdeå and Särna, to supply those, and Jonsando with the machines would be great. But for machines we need planks, and we need whatever this is. Plastic, no, steel. And for steel, what do we need for steel? We need iron ore and coal. Yeah, iron ore and coal. and could easily truck that together to here and to get the steel, and not that easily, but probably get it over there. And for planks, pretty easy there as well. So this feels like a good place actually to set up for machines. But I feel like we should have extended to Junosando and branch off from that to get all of those guys. And I'm not really too sure to do that just yet. Have our train reached here? No, it haven't reached Bakke still. We are running at very slow speed, so cache is also a problem. So let's smash the game speed up here and see if we can actually make something happen in this episode, more than, I said, me just babbling around on nothing. Now we could also like do buses in between here to Pirtivoipo. This road is actually decent, and that would give us connection to this part, so to say, and that would maybe be good. But as you saw, we can't really go over the water with new roads or anything like that. That will cost us a fortune, so we got to deliver it by boat, and boats, I don't think we are ready to set up boats just yet. So the question is what to do. What to do? Plastic. So the steel mill here, of course, is one of our options to set up, because we do have coal and iron ore here. But then we need to send the steel mill or the steel to somewhere, like up to here, to Junosando, and pick up, well, wood on the way or something. So I think this, and planks, yeah. So I think that will be a great run, but we need more money to put that together. We need like 20 million plus for that to make that happen. So what is the best thing for us to do next to really get going? Well, adding in even more food trucks is one thing for sure. We need 2 more at least here to make this viable. Food distribution. How are Cerna doing? 26 out of 80. We can definitely do better. Got a lot of people waiting here, so we could argue to improve this train. Could definitely argue for that. The question is, will that bring in enough extra money to make it worth it, though? It probably would, by all means. And yeah, there you have it, 726k in profit for 1 quarter. So definitely, yeah, really good. And our improving the train there definitely did what we wanted it to do. And with that done, I feel like we really need to just close up here to Junosando, even though it's probably not going to be worth especially much at all to us. But yeah, I guess that's what we will do here. So this will be a through line on this second track, and I see directly that we are going to have to go through the mountain pretty much. Construction not possible. Construction not possible. Why the heck not? Tunnel, alright, so you need to tunnel that way or something. Yeah, I know that that dam would be in the way. So that actually would work going up though, but and sort of messing badly with this. It's not really how I want to do it, but for now I think we will probably do it since we can get away with it. The question is, can we do... No, we won't do it like that. And now, what's happening here? What the heck is happening here? Yeah, we're not going up. We're going to wherever is cheapest. That seems to be that. Yeah. And that actually looks quite decent and interesting. Is it in the correct direction though? Don't quite know. It is in the general direction that we want to go, yes. And let's continue. Just straight would be great if you could go. Right, so we want to go through somewhere along here. Right. So we don't really want to go that much down, but we don't really have any other choice. What's happening now? Oh no. No, we're not going down, we're going flat. Or a little bit up here actually. Or a lot up. Yeah. A lot up, I guess. Or are we? Yeah, we are, but not that far. Let's see here. Flat, yeah. Now we're starting to talk about a good placement. Now is the direction good? Not really sure. I think we will have the station a little bit more to this side, so we'll go around something like that. And we'll borrow a little bit of cash. Oh crap. Lost our placement there, but we have the general idea should be something along those lines. A little bit up to up. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that will have to do. Right, we'll skip that. We'll demolish. Yeah, we've got to demolish you pretty much. Unfortunately. And let's pause the game there, I guess. Just so we don't get anything more built there that we don't want. And there we go, 120. And we will place, what will we place? We will place a building here, of course, and we will place a through station, 160. How many tracks do we need? We will continue towards Hammarstrand and probably nowhere else really, to be honest. So 2 tracks should be more than enough. for now at least. And I think we'll do somewhere something like that. We'll borrow a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. And of course we are not really aligned with the tracks now to get in that great here. But that's all right. 62, 60, yeah. We're hitting the first track there. It's going to be fine for what we're doing at least. Will we do a medium street here? Yeah, we'll do a medium street here. We will not remove the building, so something like that. Not the most beautiful I've seen, so we'll do that a little bit different. So like that, so we have a couple of connections and around like that. So we can go back to 1 speed and we'll set up a building here. And we've got some extra roads there straight off. We haven't done trams yet, and we will not do that here either just yet, at least. Maybe later. That actually fits in really beautiful. Could argue to try and get in the stations even closer. But it's kind of hard to do that. So we've got connection pretty much everywhere, but not quite. So we'll have a bus tram stop over here. We need a road depot. We'll actually do it like that. And we'll set up a circle for Junosando. Like that. Circle Jun. We'll have 1 stagecoach on it. We don't need more. And with that, we'll go, let this run go to Bygdio, to Junosando as well. So this line manager, Serbygg, manage line, add station. Junosando. Oh, no, we're not doing that. There we go. And we're doing Bygdio on the way back. So Bygdio are getting 2 lines, or 2 back and forth. And we'll see here. We'll borrow, and we'll see actually if we can replace the train for that line. Manage vehicles. We have 8. Capacity of 48. Should probably have actually a little bit higher capacity with this. So if we were to add you and then passengers, don't really have, well, we do have you that are going at 50. But nothing else. So I don't think we'll replace the train. I think we'll just repay here what we can. Yeah, shorts definitely going up, but going down there after that due to the cost and how are we with food. Yeah, still having a little bit much there. Production supply is better, so we're reaching 268 for Cerno. It's nice. We have a lot waiting for the Falköping-Cerno line. And we are having 2 here for Bucky as well. Or actually that's, yeah, just coming from Bucky. So that's alright. And how much do we got waiting? 17, 18. And you're carrying 21? Yeah, you're carrying 21. How is our profit line? So yeah, food production is our top earner now. And yeah, and until we get a stronger train, we can't really do nothing else with that. But as soon as we have a stronger train, we will up that up as well. I think is the next one of the next moves to do. So here we go. Yes, Erna, yeah. So we're about to do our first stop here. We have a lot of people waiting there, so that's nice. And Juansando target population plus 40%, so growing there pretty quickly after us setting that up. So hopefully that will work, and we have set ourselves up now to reach this coal mine at least. And I'd say we definitely could use this iron mine and coal mine now to get to here, to get to the steel, and then try to get that in a good way to here. And with that connected, I guess you could argue or have a run circle going through here somehow, going back here in a circle. A circle run here would be doable and agreeable, that you could go from a run from there to here and here. So yeah, so that's sort of a crazy run that we will do sooner or later. Probably a little bit to the later side at the moment, but that's probably not going to be true for very long. And we're up now to plus 90%, 300 for Sarna here, and supplying much more food here. I don't think we're really dropping any food, so that's good. And we have Ovägen growing very much again in there with the passengers, as we had in the beginning, or have had a couple of times already in this series. So the profit are going up, and that's the most important thing here really for us, to be able to have a little bit of cash to play around with when we do these episodes. And as usual, playing in this game, I forgot to say that if you are enjoying the show, remember to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button, since it really helps a lot and is very much appreciated in each and single way. And yes, yeah, you couldn't really fit as many people as you should on this train, so that might be an issue here. Yeah, might be an issue, definitely, that we need to take care of. And yeah, it feels like this train needs to be bigger. So should we maybe smash that in as well in this episode, so to say? I think we will pause it, centrify. So I think we need something along those lines. Manage vehicles. And so we 40, yeah, steam. The general, I don't really like the lifespan. That's the trouble. Yeah, so this class V-type 1 is the train that we have, and the power is 60 and tractive effort 26. With the Russian class T-type 1, we do get 140 in power and 30 in tractive effort. So the tractive effort is not that much more. Top speed is, but we don't really have passenger wagons to support it, which is not too great. we do have this passenger car, but it only has a lifespan of 6 years, and I'm really hesitant of putting things on our tracks that have short lifespan. So I think actually that we're not really going to do anything about this just yet. Or we should just see here if we were going to add it up just with more passengers cars or passenger capacity. How would we do then? That's the question. So if we were to add it up to, let's say like that, 66, so that would be poor. 60 in capacity. So medium, we're doing that quite quickly. Yeah, it would be better, but I don't think the cost is actually worth it. So in the end, we're not going to change anything, and in the end, that will be the end of the episode here actually. Us choosing not to do anything about it really, so let's watch these fellas going into the station, I guess just before the trains arrives here. Hopefully they will go to, or going to get on just that train. If that's the case, they are timing it perfectly. And yeah, we have 2 platforms here with people. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. You have been watching RawSlowGaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.